Bismuth Casual. What's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Sammy Leg representing Team JVS, back here again for another review for Steven Universe Future. This is episode 12, Bismuth Casual. I actually really loved this episode because realistically, like I'm realizing the more and more I'm watching this, I'm like, my boy Steven is growing up. Like I know it sounds, I don't know how to put it. I know it sounds minuscule, but it's very specific, well written, and it's taking its time to progress. Like if you really looked at Steven Universe from the very beginning up until this point, you realize, like you remember the moment when him and Connie were like on the beach and just kind of dancing together because they were afraid to dance, and all of a sudden they danced for the very first time, and then they had their moment, you know, in that same episode where they had to deal with Kevin. You remember like when Bismuth first showed up, the very first person that came to her and hugged her and was in love and just all this kind of stuff was of course Pearl. And it's like, to see, like, I didn't expect this. Like I didn't expect like Bismuth to be like with Pearl or have that kind of like thought with Pearl, for one. Like I mean it like it's like all the different things in your head that you think, oh man, that person will end up with this person, that person will end up with that person. Like Rebecca Sugar's like, yeah, does that realistically happen? And it's kind of like, it's true. Like when you go to middle school, go to high school, go to college, then have like your children, your families, like, and you see how people end up, you're like, wait, what? You know? And it's rarely sometimes like some people like Steven and Connie that you know they're gonna be together, regardless of whatever Steven's going through, the existential crisis that he's got going on right now. You know, but progressionally, realistically, like people change. And it's kind of like even Steven had to still, in his own heart, like say to Connie, and he's done this before. Like I think the episode when they were in his mom's room and they were trying to go and come up with the story. I forget the name of the book story that they were trying to come up with. But Steven eventually had to come up to terms with his own feelings, and it's the same situation with this one, except it's a little bit more deeper because he's like, I really want to be around you, I really want to reconnect with you, but I feel like I just can't. Like I feel like we've grown astray, and it's like Connie will go and move mountains to be near Steven. And Steven is just in his own heart, he's like pushing her away, and like even Bismuth had to kind of break it down to her, but at the same time, Steven had to kind of go and motivate Bismuth, and it's just fascinating to really watch my boy Steven really growing up. Like I don't even know any kind of way of putting it, but Steven does have some stuff that he needs to get taken care of. So we're gonna see the next 2 episodes how that goes, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep it locked, JVS. We ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.